I just love how everybody has this, like, I could do it to you, but you can't do it to me kind of thing. Because they was about to vote Drew out on Haley's HOH week. Like, you were throwing Drew's name around too, but if he does it to you, it's a whole thing. It's just so funny. So stupid. Barrett's closest allies are D, Angela, and then the Fap Alliance. That is the whole Mosh Pit Alliance minus Devins.
This is what pisses me off.
Don't care about Devins too much.
This is what pissed me off about D and Angela. They literally, if I'm remembering correctly, recruited Drew and Barrett to be the spies to go report information back to them.
And then
but now
that
they do it, now
spies.
they're I don't get it. Now that they do it, they're like, oh, they're secret spies. They're playing both sides. Duh, that's what you recruited them to do. You're not there with the young kids, so you told them to go be there with the young kids. You literally said that. Are you serious?
This is it.
I think you can leave that out of your show. The aftermath of the nominations, that blowout that you left us on the cliffhanger.
I wasn't gonna take images of that because that was just a few seconds of
no,
Taylor
but just to talk about that.
But so let's talk about it.
Okay, mama.
I'm the diva. Pick up your hat. You pick it up. Yeah, I can't. Pick up your hat.
But yeah, Big Brother left us with that cliffhanger argument. I loved every second of it. I was trying to read their lips and their mouths because they was going at it. She said, I said that? I said that? You said that? And it just went like, I heard the music. I was like, no. What is Taylor saying? Because all you see is this and Drew's turning mad red because he know he's getting caught up in lies. And they're lying, though. I'm not going to lie. They are lying because Drew did not say any of that shit they keep saying. And I see Yash get into it, too.
Yash admitted that. All right, guys, we're back. It's week 7 of the Big Brother house. It's the nominations. It's the HOH competition. We have Melody scrambling. We're getting right into it. But again, don't forget to like. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. If you like videos like these, if you want to hear more from me, if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear. Don't forget to comment, share with your friends. And let's get into this video because this episode was juicy. Melody, again, is scrambling because she needs to play damage control because she didn't let some of her alliance members know that she was sending Kamu home. She tells Yash that, hey, I was pulled into this last minute. I could have told you about it. I should have, but I didn't have time to. Yash is pissed at Drew because he feels like he's spineless. It reminds me of Jada from BGC or 13, you're spineless. Because he feels like he's Devin's little puppy and that Devin manipulated Drew into sending Kamu home and that Drew doesn't have a mind of his own. Well, how do you feel about that? Because I don't really know if that's necessarily true.
It's not Devin's, it's Daddy Devin's, as Yash refers to him. And I agree with Yash. You act like Devin's is daddy and y'all do whatever Devin says. You do what she do, bitch. No, but literally, they do whatever Devin say, and it's kind of annoying from the outsider. And I'm glad. That's why I'm team Taylor and Yash, because, like, do something else. Do something else. Do something other than what Devins and D want. They're not HOH anymore. They're not running the house. They have their own show. Get their asses out.
I honestly do believe, though, that, like, Drew and, like, Mallory, too, who she said it, they just genuinely actually wanted Kamu out. Like, he's just a good player. They just happened to really agree with D and Devins this time. I don't really know if it was more so like they're just trying to keep them on their side or like, so, I don't know. I think Drew really knows how to play this game, and I'm starting to like him a little bit more after this episode because I see that he actually is aware in the house and he has self-awareness as well, and he knows what's going on and what he needs to do. He just needs to execute it.
What I think now needs to happen is that one of the Fap need to become HOH to really see where they lie, because none of them ever won HOH. I want to see what they would do. They need to put up the icons. Like,
they should put up the icon.
Like, I'm tired of saying icons. Like, I want them to stop being talked about. So get them out.
But one thing I will say with the Fap Alliance, there's 4 of them and there's 3 icons. And then they have 4 of them who are like a core 4. And then they have people who don't really like the icons so much, or Haley, which Haley kind of has a little beef with the icons too. So they really could get the icons out.
But this is what I mean by if the Fap, I hate their name by the way. If the Fap win HOH, they're already golden because if you think about it, their core four, they are the most majority of the house.
Yeah.
No other
yeah.
alliance has more than four, or like the icons are just three of them. Yash, Yash, Taylor, and Lala,
And
are
Lala.
just three of them. It's 3, 3, 4, and 1. Haley being that one.
Mhm.
The Fap own it, and right now no one wants to ever put up the Fap. They're not a threat. Only thing they keep talking about is Barrett and Drew, but they don't know that the four of them actually are alliance. They just think the four of them hang out. They're duos, two duos, and like just a group of friends, which they did point out in this episode. I think no one really thinks that they're an alliance. They just think they're four random friends hanging out, 2 girls, 2 guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it works in their favor.
So now Taylor is doing a damage control like Melody and Mallory and telling Lala like, hey, I was pulled into this last minute. I didn't even know it was going to happen. Lala's crying because she is annoyed that she just wasn't even included in the vote. And I know you hate Lala crying.
I do. I really do. I'm over it.
But she's also pissed that, you know, that she's left out again. She's feeling like she's at the bottom, that now even Taylor, her number one, didn't even let her know about the plan, and she's just feeling dumb.
She didn't
she's
get a
feeling
chance.
played. But that's
this is what I meant by last week. If Lala, if you wanted to send home Haley, you don't like Haley. So of course Haley expects you to. I'm probably sure Haley expected to be like you. I get what you're saying, like you're showing your cards, blah blah blah. But if you already know I don't have the numbers, all right, I'm just gonna send home Haley because I don't like her. I'm just gonna vote for her anyway. But
Haley
you know what
knows.
I mean? Like, why can't I do that? I don't like her, so I want to send her home. Lala sending home Haley makes sense. I thought, honestly, we see now, but at the time, I thought Lala just wanted to send her home because she don't like her. And I had, like, when Lala sat down and said, I vote to evict Haley, I literally said, she gonna be the only vote to evict Haley because she don't like her. She could have just left it with that narrative. Why crying and act like you were left out of bad and bougie? Now, like, so what? That's what I mean. Like, you're crying for no reason. You were literally HOH who put up Haley, and you really had a verbal altercation with her multiple times. You guys do not like each other. So let it be.
Well, everyone was lying to her. And to her, everyone was lying to her face because the vote flipped last minute. So she feels like she can't trust anyone, not even Taylor. So she's more so crying that, like, nobody let her know on the plan. So she feels like now she's alone. She has no one.
Boo-hoo.
Now, Paul from BB 18 and 19 comes in to host a competition. He is one of the best to never win. I actually met Paul last November, so I'm so excited to see him. I told him he should come back on TV, and he ended up being on House of Villains, and now he's on Big Brother. So I'm like, yes, I met Paul. I bet hang on, I bet him. I love me some Paul, Mr. Friendship. I think he definitely deserved a win, even though I do think the other people who won against him deserve to win too. If you made it to the final 2, most likely you also deserve to win.
Is that a record unbroken? Like the first person to make it to final 2 twice?
No, I think Rachel Riley did that too.
She was on 3 seasons of Big Brother?
She was on like 4.
Wait, no, but he's the only one to make it to final 2 back to back and never win.
No.
Rachel won once.
Oh, wait. Rachel, I think on her first season did not make it to the end. I lied.
No, but then she won the other one, so that doesn't really count as final 2. She won.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I think he is the only one. I'm actually really not sure. Enzo could be Enzo. Was Enzo another
Forgot
one?
about Enzo.
No, Enzo not. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think he might
but
be.
But Paul hosts this competition. It's the balance beam competition. Dee ends up taking out the win. She's ecstatic because now my fear did not come true. Devins didn't even need that Diamond Power veto for week 6 because he is safe. His ally won the block. He actually secured himself for being safe by using it on Dee, and then she ends up actually coming through and winning the next HOH for them. That is just
this is
poetic cinema.
This is where your cinema, the worst player of the week right now, from looking at this episode and this HOH competition, I unfortunately have to give it to Mr. Barrett.
I was going to get to that. No, she could beat me there.
No, I am sick and tired. This is what, week 7?
Yes.
When are you going to start playing? You could have been HOH. No, you need to be HOH. I'm sick of the playing in the background and not showing your cards and not wanting to win any competitions. He clearly could have won HOH. It was clear as day Barrett would have won. And that's what pisses me off. I hate when people let other people win. I want the real person supposed to win. Because now this is what I just finished saying. One of the people from the FAP should have won HOH because it really would have shook up the house and it really would have showed their cards, and they could have solidified as not being part of the mosh pit or not being part of the other side of the house, but solidified the four of them as the main alliance running the house right now and put up one person from each of those alliances and really. I'm sorry, I would have just done it so differently. If I was Barrett, I would have won HOH. I would have put up one person from Yash, Taylor, and what do you call it, Lala. One person from the Icons, or maybe two from the Icons actually, because leave Haley alone.
He would never do that.
Okay, then put up Angela. Okay, maybe he could put up Devins. He's least Devins, and Devins on that power. Devin had the diamond. So if I was Barrett, I would have put up Devins, Lala or Taylor, but honestly I would have put up Yash. So I would have put up Devins, Yash, and Haley. There you go.
Yeah, but see, you are a fire sign, you are an extrovert, you're a leader.
Fire sign? I'm a Gemini. I'm an air sign.
I mean, you know what I meant. Sorry, yeah. But you don't understand playing the middle, clearly, and that's what Barrett is doing. And he wants to do that. He is doing exactly what he wants to do. He wants to blend into the background. He wants to keep playing the middle. He doesn't want to show cards. He doesn't want to make big moves right now. He thinks right now is not the time because then it would make him more of a target for people if he's actively like putting people up on the block. He knows.
I understand that, but you have to understand Big Brother's about unexpected, and you're playing with risk. Next week there could be something coming up. It could be double elimination, and now you just fucked up. Because
then he'll win. Then he'll want to actually win.
But that's the problem. The thing is, if you he would have just did what I said to do. He would have set himself up. So yeah, you made enemies, but then those enemies will go home. Or you're protected because you have an alliance. You set yourself up for it to compensate for the enemies that you're going to end up making anyway. There's ways around it, but him playing in the middle, I really feel like I get it, he's putting a bigger target on D's back because D now has 2 HOHs. But I really feel like he should have won this one. I was so mad. I was actually rooting for him, and I was like, yes, Barrett, go. You got this. He got hella time. His long-ass legs, go. And he just started moving so slow, and I was like, no one else is picking up on the fact that he could have won. It literally looked like he was about to win by accident, and he didn't make it. But
I was going to say, it was kind of very obvious. I don't get why no one caught that. But he also, again, it's not like he was the first to go and was like, oh, I'm throwing this. He saw that he was he was the second to last one to go. So he knew already that most of the people he didn't want to win were already gone. So he knew, okay, D's up there. She has the best time. I could just give it to D. Like, he wasn't like just going in there the first one, like, I don't care. Everyone else hasn't gone yet. I'm going to throw it. Like, he was still strategic with the throwing of it. That's all I'm trying to explain to you.
I get it. I'm still upset.
I get it. Because you like Barrett. You want to see him
Not just something. That. Like, when you get to the final two, no offense, we're going to get a repeat of how people feel about, I know you feel some type of way, about Ashley. Like, what did you do? Did you just do social and just hang on the back? Like, where's Rachel? Floaters get a life vest. Because, like, win something. Have an HOH under your belt.
Yeah. But see, it's like, if you're in the house, you don't really see him doing stuff. But Big Brother is a social game. So he is doing stuff. He's just not winning the competition. But that's not how you win this game.
Yeah, it's all about
social. And that's exactly why Ashley won. Is that he didn't need to be the biggest and loudest player. And he still doesn't need to. But he still has potential. You still think he can win, right? And that's the whole point.
No, I don't anymore.
Now you know.
I'm so mad at him not when you need an HOH. You need some type of comp win. You need something. Because, okay, just using this picture that you got right here. Barrett loses. He loses to D. He loses to Drew. He loses to Angela. He loses to Mallory.
And maybe even Taylor.
He loses to everybody because guess what? He don't have no win. You don't see him do anything. I get you playing the social, but when they're sitting next to the final two against those whoever people in that frame, Barrett loses. And they don't even, mind you, so many people don't even have comp wins underneath them, but they've done something where somebody else noticed something. Right now, they only think of him as just floating in the background. Yes, I get it, but we're in the halfway point damn near. Do something. This would have been a perfect HOH to win. It was right after the Diamond Veto was used. It was right after you can show your cards. Show your cards. Show something. Play.
Say their names.
I just feel like, I don't know. I might be in the minority with there. Let me know in the comments. How about that? If I'm in the minority. but I think that Barrett should have done something.
You would like to see more of Barrett. I think we got that.
I'm rooting for him.
D and Devins are ecstatic that they had pulled out this HOH win, keeping all the icons safe for another week. This is the best thing that could have happened for them, and they really pulled it off. I mean, look at D. She got that Survivor buff on, okay? She was locked in. Lala and Taylor are crying. They're sad. They're like, I mean, it's going to be us on the block. They just know it. I love how, like, the black girls, they're not up. They are aware. They know things that don't even need to be said. And they knew they were going up. Lala does try to talk to Dee, though, to try and avoid getting her on the block. But Dee tells her, I'm putting you on the block because, one, you led a conversation in this room telling everybody that we need to get out the icons. Lala tells her, though, that actually, I didn't lead the charge. It was mostly Drew, Mallory, and Melody.
Lying.
Dee wants to get a little bit more information, so she's trying to pull it out of Yash. She also tells Yash, like, hey, you are a competitor. If you win, I want you to keep us three icons safe. If you do so, the next time that you win HOH, I'll bribe you. I'll give you the $5K, and we won't put you up right now. And you can be safe this week. This was a good move.
In my opinion, I think Dee should have talked to Yash one-on-one and only saved herself. Because why every time she uses the bribe, she adds in Angela and Devins? Like, why did they get added into the deal? It should have just been Dee. And then she did it last time to Yash, and that's why he said no. He talking about keep me and Angela safe. No, just me. Fuck Angela and Devins. Just let it be on you. I don't know why. And then she's looping everybody in on it. I don't like the way she did it, but I have my opinion. You have yours, but I would have done it where he only keeps me safe. Fuck everybody else.
She needs her numbers in this game. This is how you win. And if they make it to jury and Dee makes it to the end, they will automatically have her vote.
Yash, okay, let's realistically speak here. Yash wins HOH next week. He can't put up anyone from the icons. Where does that leave him? Exactly. Like, let's be realistic here. He can't put up Lala.
He would put up his allies.
He can't do that. He won't do it.
Yash doesn't have to win the next HOH. This is smart if Dee wants Yash to actually win. But Yash could just throw it to one of his alliance members and they would all still go up. So I don't think he really cares that much. But the thing is, he can't do it himself, which means he can't win for the purpose of putting the icons up. He can win if he wants to get Drew or Barrett out. But if he wants to win to get an icon out, that's not going to be his goal after his next HOH win. This is a good move on Dee that she really did use the full extent of her bribe to keep her and her alliance safe for a whole week if someone who's actively targeting them would win and put them up.
I get it, but I personally would just worry about myself. I'm not saying
I didn't know she could do that. The power is a little stronger than I thought, but it's the money that it's worth sucks to where someone accepting it for that amount of money is kind of crazy. But I think he just accepted it because he gets a free $5K. Like if Kamala, let's say if Kamala was still in there, I'd just be like, Kamala, take this win, put them up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and now I got $5K.
He didn't accept it for the $5K.
I don't think he gets the $5K unless he wins the HOH though. It's not like he's going to leave the house at $5K. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he might just not get the money at all. Yeah.
But he saved himself a week because she didn't put him up.
Yes. So I think that's mostly why he accepted it.
Yeah. I still would wish that she just focused on herself.
Dee,
because now
the power. Yeah, now everyone knows that she has the power, but I don't think she really cares because it's like Drew's power, which we'll get into in this episode, but it's not really a great power at all. So Dee calls in everyone into the HOH room because she wants to get to the bottom of who actually said her name, who brought it up. Yash kind of throws Drew under the bus, and Drew doesn't really want to say much because he doesn't really know what to say. He's in the Mosh Pit Alliance. He's in the Crossover Alliance. He doesn't know how much is safe to say. Dee is not really trusting Drew. They always saw him as a middle. They wanted to send him home earlier in the weeks during the Haley HOH week. So he's already been kind of on the outs. So she just wants to get to the bottom because she's like, you listen, whoever is targeting my name, I'm putting them up. We need to get them out. So she's basically trying to make her mind up on whether she's putting Drew up or not based off how this conversation goes. Lucky enough for Drew, he wins the BB time capsule by America,
Yay.
which I'm shocked about, honestly. I'm like, why him? Because he said he'll put up the icons, maybe? I don't know. But he wins a never not
I know
pass,
why.
which means he would never be a have not, which is a sucky ass power, honestly. I
You
would
know
not
why America
want to win
voted
that.
Drew?
Why?
America did the icons, and then they did Mallory and Melody. So obviously, I thought it was either going to be Barrett or Drew. I knew that, but I didn't think it was going to be Drew. But I see if you only have between Barrett and Drew, yeah, I would choose Drew too, because at least Drew actually says and does something.
What was
Barrett
that
don't do
last
shit.
part?
I said it was always between Barrett or Drew, since the America, they've been going down the path of the icons, and they went to Mallory and Melody. So I knew that either Drew or Barrett will be next. And if between the two, I like Barrett more. But I get from America's point of view, Barrett don't do shit. Look, he didn't even win HOH. It would have been nice if he won HOH and then got a power. But he don't want to do nothing. So why give him the fucking power? He won't even use it. So what's the point? He don't do shit.
I'm interested to see if maybe it was Kamu. I thought it might be Taylor. I really thought it would be Taylor or maybe even a Yash. I don't know, because he did put the icons up.
I thought it was going to be Yash, to be honest.
Drew decides to build more trust with Dee, and he goes and tells her that he just won the power and what it is. Dee still questions him. They have a really intense conversation on, I don't really know if I can trust you. I'm thinking of putting you on the block. I don't really believe what you're telling me is what Dee is saying. Go ahead.
So you remember how a couple weeks ago you said Haley need to let it go when the whole lyric vote? Yeah, exactly. I want you to eat your words. No,
but Haley, your words because, no. Here's the difference.
Because Dee's doing the same shit. It's over. That conversation about you was done 2 weeks ago. Why are we still talking about it?
Yeah.
I get it, you're HOH and you want to put the people up, but we already told you. He told you this 2 weeks ago who was all in the room. Why are you asking questions?
This was last week.
Whatever week it was.
And whatever. It sounded like Angela. No, I thought it was a messy bitch. Let's stick with that. Whatever. No, the difference between Dee and Haley is Haley, this was her after eviction when she was already like, no one was on the block at this point, or she was already on the block. Dee is asking this because she's trying to decide whether she's putting Drew on the block or not. That is the difference. That's why she's pushing for an answer, because she needs an excuse to put someone on the block, and this is what she was trying to do.
I'm glad you used those words. She needs an excuse. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because you already know who you put on the block. You don't need to set up this whole meeting and ask questions like you don't know the answer to. And even if you do know the answer to, who cares? Who cares?
It's Big Brother.
Okay, they had a conversation about you. You had a conversation about them. We're going to go over every conversation? No. Just put Drew ass up.
I just love how everybody has this, like, I could do it to you, but you can't do it to me kind of thing. Because they was about to vote Drew out on Haley's HOH week. Like, you were throwing Drew's name around too. But if he does it to you, it's a whole thing. It's just so funny. So stupid.
Oh, look at her man.
Dee doesn't want to blindside Barrett because she knows that Drew and Barrett are really close. She tells Barrett that she's thinking of putting Drew up. Now, Barrett loves Dee, but he doesn't like this idea because they're in an alliance together and you're putting up your alliance member and you're putting up my number one ally. And I don't really like that. And Barrett is feeling a little bit uneasy about the whole situation. And he's kind of questioning Dee's loyalty now, which I never thought I'd see.
Shocker.
Let's see.
She'll do the same. If she can do to him, she'll do to you too, Barry. Be careful.
Yep. And that's a seed that's planted in Barrett's head.
You know what's so crazy? Full circle and karma would have came. Now I wish she would have put up Barrett ass.
Dee?
Yep. I bet his ass would have gone for the
put up
HOH. Yep. His ass would have gone for the HOH then. Yeah. No. Because you could have won the HOH. Now your ass is on the block. It would have been the perfect circle. And if you would have went home, that would have been his home doing, because now you have to go home and watch that.
Barrett here tries to tell Dee that Drew is very, very loyal to the crossover alliance in the Mosh Pit, which I feel like is generally true. Like, Barrett is as well. Barrett's closest allies are Dee, Angela, and then the Fap alliance. That is the whole Mosh Pit alliance minus
this
Devin.
Is what pisses me off.
don't care about Devins too much.
This is what pissed me off about Dee and Angela. They literally, if I'm remembering correctly, recruited Drew and Barrett to be the spies to go report information back to them.
And then
but now
they're
that they
mad
do
that
it,
they're
now
spies.
they're I don't get it. Now that they do it, they're like, oh, they're secret spies. They're playing both sides. Duh, that's what you recruited them to do. You're not there with the young kids, so you told them to go be there with the young kids. You literally said that. They're young and they can be with the young kids and get us and report back to us. Now that they're doing that, you're mad. How can they? I don't know if I'm seeing something we're not seeing, but I feel like Drew's been very loyal and he's literally doing what he said he was going to do.
That's what I was just about to say, is that Dee is what you just said, but Drew is actually, that's why he doesn't understand why they are so like mad at him. He's like, I'm literally the spy for the other side. I've been telling you all the information. I literally let you know who was targeting you. So why am I getting the shit? Because I'm hanging out with them? Am I putting you on the block? But they feel like he's saying their names. So I get what they're saying. But like they don't get what was the whole main plan exactly.
That's
he can't be a spy
if he's a double agent.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at. It's like they're so dumb.
If he keeps defending you in front of them, they're not going to tell him anything. They only feel comfortable talking about you in front of him because he obviously has to put some input into it too. He is a little fake, but hello, it's a game.
And that's why I said I like Drew. I'm starting to like Drew more.
Now I see why you're saying that. I see why you're saying that Drew. He's playing. At least he's playing.
Yeah.
Your friend here. I don't know.
Ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend,
Drew? That he ain't my friend right now. Does he own a shirt?
I thought she was. I thought he was. Dee does not listen to Barrett, which I'm shocked she would even, like, you could have, like, you have people up who don't even like you, who you got into it with, who are not on the block. I don't get that though. That's what I don't get. But she ends up putting up Drew, her alliance member, after just forming the Mosh Pit Alliance. So like now the Mosh Pit Alliance probably don't even want to be an alliance with you anymore because you just put up the alliance member that you just formed a few days ago to get Kamu out, which just shows that you're just conveniently doing that whenever you need it. So like you're not making yourself less of a target later in the weeks. So this is kind of a bad decision. I think she maybe should have just never made that deal with Yash and put him up and try and get him out. Or she could have put up Mallory or Yash because she put them up the first week, which they could just say, oh, I'm putting you up because you put me up. So put those people up and then have either Taylor or Lala as a replacement nominee. I think Dee's nominations, she should just stick with who she knows is her enemy. And she knows that Lala and Taylor are, which are good. But like Drew, if you want to say he's a pawn, fine, but that's not what you told Drew. And that's where her issue is going to be in the future. How do you feel about her nomination?
I don't like them. I don't like them because, the culture. I can't have Lala and Taylor go home. And then Drew, I feel like he's just being targeted for no reason. He didn't do anything wrong. He's literally doing what y'all told him to do, as we stated earlier. So I don't understand why he's on the block of his nominations. Who I would have put if I was Haley? Haley is what I would have put up. I would have put up Haley, Yash, and I don't know. I don't even know who the third person that D can put up, but it would have been definitely Haley and Yash.
Mallory. I'm sorry, but you already put Mallory up.
She made the Mosh Pit.
Drew's in the Mosh Pit, and he's up there.
But she's trying to save face. She can save face with Drew because she can just sweet talk him, but she can't sweet talk Mallory, who are just kind of like on the outs still. So the Mosh Pit would be dead if she puts on Mallory but she knows that she got Drew. Like she knows she got Drew. That's why she put up Drew. But I would have put up...
Unless her plan is to put Mallory up as a renom, which I think she should do since she already put Mallory up. Anybody, or Mallory or Yash, but now she's not going to do Yash because of the bribe thing. But yeah, that is her next bet. If one of these used the veto or someone used the veto, her next best thing is to put up Mallory.
I can't wait to talk about the next thing.
What's the next thing? Because I don't got no more images.
Are you serious?
This is it.
You leave it out of your show. The aftermath of the nominations, that blowout that you left us on the cliffhanger.
I wasn't gonna take images of that because that was just a few seconds of
no,
Taylor
but just to talk about it.
But yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, mama.
I'm the diva. Pick up your hat. You pick it up. Yeah, I can't. Pick up your hat.
But yeah, Big Brother left us with that cliffhanger argument. I loved every second of it. I was trying to read their lips and their mouths because they was going at it. She said, I said that? I said that? You said that? And it just went like, I heard the music. I was like, no, what is Taylor saying? Because all you see is this and Drew's turning mad red because he know he's getting caught up in lies. And they're lying, though. I'm not going to lie. They are lying because Drew did not say any of that shit they keep saying. And I see Yash getting into it, too.
Yash admitted that he lied, that he was lying on Drew in his diary room or confessional.
Yeah, but not out loud. So like they all lying on Drew. They want Drew to go home.
But Drew's not doing a good job at defending himself either, though. Like he was staying quiet in that room, and he said it because he didn't want to expose all of these alliances and stuff. I get it, but like Angela, the thing is, Mallory and Melody already have it in their head. It's just the whole thing is like us as the audience, we have the full picture, but everyone in the house doesn't, and that's what makes it more interesting to see. But like Taylor even like yelling that she never said Dee's name, but you're not on the same side as D regardless, girl. You was gonna get put up. Like everyone else is already working with D.
And this ties back. I bet you probably disagree with me now. Do you think Barrett should have won HOH?
No.
Exactly. We wouldn't have been going, but we wouldn't be going through this right now. It wouldn't even be these noms. It would be completely 3 other people, clear as day. It would have been a better week if Barrett won HOH. It would have been a new HOH, somebody new to show their cards, and he could have solidified his FAP and whatever else he needed to do to set himself up down the line. I really do think Barrett should have won HOH. I'm so upset that he didn't. I really am.
I honestly think if Barrett won, his nominations won't be too different. I think just Drew wouldn't be up there. But I think Lala and Taylor would probably still be up there, maybe with Devins.
With Yash. I think it would have been, I think it would have been Haley, Devins, and Yash.
Yes, sorry. I forgot about Haley. You know what was so funny? Last week, and I forgot to mention this in our last episode, but like Haley, was she even on the block? I'm sorry, but like we got no like footage from her. Like her scrambling, like, oh my God, I could be going home, da da da. I get the week 5 was all about Haley, but like I felt like it was just all about Kamu and D. Like there was no Haley. She was on the block.
They knew she didn't have to campaign because she knew whoever one she sat next to, she wasn't going home. Unless it was Angela and her, which she would have to think about it. But once Angela won, it's like they probably, I don't know. But I feel like Haley didn't have to do any campaigning. She really didn't.
Yeah, but they didn't show her perspective at all or nothing. I was kind of shook. I was like, wait, when the BB block was happening, I'm like, what was Haley's story? Like, how did she get here? We saw how Kamu got here, but like, what about Haley?
It didn't matter about Haley. She was just there. It was all about
I'd be so mad though if I was Haley and I went home and that was my last episode. Like I was barely in it. I'd be so mad.
I think because they know that she.
Yeah, that is the end of the Sunday HOH. It's week 7 at the BB28 house. Any final thoughts?
I'm ready to see the aftermath of that nomination. I want to see some arguing. That's what I want to see. This is real Big Brother. I want to see some people argue. And not the fake argument like we had earlier in the season with Rome and Jason and Angela. I want to see what I was getting right there at that table.
Taylor is getting more less introverted in there. She is popping off.
She's sick of their shit. She's sick of their shit.
Yeah, she's sick of it.
I'm sick of it too, Taylor.
I saw a little clip of today with her going off talking about because y'all just lying. I'm sick of y'all lying. Everybody just lying. And she was like, nobody remembers nothing. Nobody remembers nothing because people lying. But this is the season of nomination ceremony history. Like everything is just going off on these nomination ceremonies.
I'm mad. I just realized Lala and Taylor got the same hairstyle.
No, we said that on our first episode. That's why people thought they were related. They still could be. We don't know. They could be shocking us.
Stop. Imagine the viewers. This is my granddaughter.
Literally.
No, it can't be her granddaughter because the way Taylor talked to her, that ain't her.
Taylor is literally coaching her to this game.
Sick of, yeah, she's low-key. And Lala says she's playing the confused type. If Lala shocks the rest of us and literally starts being smart and like really playing and not longer playing the confused dumbass, she will get my vote because she really is convincing. She is extremely convincing. I really do think she's like not all the way there and just don't know how to play. But I'm so serious. Yes, but not entirely, because I feel like she do know how to play. Because I would never be like Chuck telling the HOH that's currently sending me home and put me in the block telling her she don't know how to play. That don't make no sense. You're stupid.
Lala, you should be worried. No one thinks you know how to play this game. Everyone just thinks you're confused the whole time. That's my game, Chuck. I am sad.
No, literally. So Lala, I don't know. And then I don't know if you peeped, but Yash and Taylor were saying how she gotta go. Lala gotta go. I think they'll sacrifice her.
Well, they
no
said
offense,
we eventually need to send her home because she's going to be the reason why we get put up on the block because she keeps spilling too much tea and like
or
not doing it the right way.
Like emotionally reactive. She's very emotionally reactive. Like
just like Angela. This is how Devins and Dee feel about Angela, which is the funny part.
Yeah, everybody has their anchor. Everybody has someone that's slowing them down and that they're just there. Like Chuck was that for Haley and Kamu. Everybody has their person. Kind of has to go.
I thought Haley was closer to Kamu, but she was crying when Chuck left. But she didn't. I didn't look like she was crying when Kamu left, and everyone thought she had a crush on him.
Tears, but Chuck was her number one. Like Kamu noticed it too. Her and Chuck were very close. Like they were always together. It was always Chuck and Haley, Chuck and Haley, Chuck and Haley.
Yeah.
So,
true. But let's see if the culture survives the block. This. I
really hope they do. If it's between Lala and Taylor, I hope they send home Lala. They can't send home Taylor, but I know they'll keep Lala because she's the one less likely to do anything. So
okay,
I really don't need Lala and Taylor.
Let's play a game. All right, predictions. What's up next on the mic? What do we think's gonna happen next episode? Who's gonna win the veto? If Noms stay the same, who do you think's going home?
All right. So if Noms stay the same, I think that Taylor can win Blockbuster and that it will be between Drew and Lala, and then Drew would have to go.
Yes.
Which Drew would have to go home, but I don't necessarily think he'll have the votes to go home. So Lala will end up going, if that makes sense.
You think they'll send Lala home over Drew?
The FAP is not going to send home Drew. So that's already 3.
Yeah. I don't think they will.
Dee can't vote, so it'll be left to Dee and Devins. I mean, Devins and Angela.
Devins and Angela are always going to vote together. So we can just count that as 2 votes.
Okay. Yeah. He's keeping Lala.
Is going to keep Lala.
So that's 3 for Drew. Taylor's now back out because she's saved. Oh, shit. Drew do go home. Drew go home.
Drew might go home.
All right.
Because Lala, it'll be Lala 4 against 4. I mean, it'll be 3 against 4, right?
It'll be 3 against 4. Okay, Lala wins Blockbuster. Taylor or Drew? Do you think Drew still goes home again?
Lala wins Blockbuster. Taylor or Drew? No, I think Taylor's going home.
Fuck.
Because Dee and Taylor have been going at each other for a while. All right,
so we need Taylor to win Blockbuster or veto.
Oh, we're forgetting about Haley's vote. Who does Haley keep over Drew and Lala?
Oh, she's a deciding factor. It could be a tie.
She's gonna send Lala home. That's what I was saying. I was like, it's gonna be a tie. So I was right. I was thinking right. It might be a tie.
Wait. Okay, go back. So it's between Lala and Drew. It could be a tie. But then Dee, who does Dee send home?
Dee's gonna send Drew home because Yaya.
That would be the most stupidest thing she can do. That would be so stupid.
Dee will send Drew home because Lala is beatable. Drew is playing a good game and he can win.
But if you take home, I would send home Lala because that's weakening the other side still, though. And Drew, is loyal.
But Drew is loyal, but they still think he's playing the other side. They might not see it that way. I think Drew will win the Blockbuster.
What side can he play? If you take out Lala, there's no other side. It's just Yash and Taylor.
Yeah, but the Mosh Pit is not an actual thing. Don't forget. But I think Drew can win the Blockbuster. They
believe it is.
No, they don't. None of them really are loyal to the Mosh Pit. Clearly, Drew's on the block.
To Dee, she thinks they are. I know what you're saying, but somebody believes it is legitimate, or they are holding true to it. But I know Mallory and they need a name. Melody and Mallory, I know they're not staying true to it. I know Barrett and Drew are now just like, why do we even stay true to the crossovers when they keep putting us up as pawns, but they don't even need to yet? That's the part that really pisses me off. They need to open their eyes to that shit. Stop putting me up as a fucking pawn. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, I feel like either Drew or Taylor is gonna win the veto, and then whoever one of those who don't win the veto is gonna win in the Blockbuster. But the thing is, then there will be a renom, and I don't really know. I feel like Dee will put up Mallory, but I don't know if she actually will. And then Mallory might win the blockbuster. So it's hard to tell. I think either Lala or Drew might actually go home this week. I don't see Taylor still leaving. But
really
if
hope
Lala
not.
if Lala or Taylor are still on the block and it's not Drew,
Taylor go home.
yeah.
I
If
feel like
Lala
Taylor
and
goes
Taylor,
home regardless. If Taylor's left on eviction night on the block,
she's going home. Yeah. Yeah, I do believe that too.
Unfortunately,
Lala will stay because people think they could beat her. She's older. And then if it's Drew and Taylor, that one's kind of a toss up. I don't know.
Taylor goes home.
I feel like
Mikey.
yeah. Sorry, I lied to you. If it's
Taylor
Mallory
goes
and
home.
Taylor, I don't know who goes home.
Ooh,
like
Mallory. 3 votes go for Mallory because 3 votes go to Taylor. They're gonna send home Mallory. I mean, keep Mallory. Not D. Devins and Angela they might try to stay true to the mosh pit and keep Mallory, or they can weaken Drew. You know what? The renom is Melody.
But D doesn't have a reason to put up Melody.
Yes, she do, to break up Melody and Drew. And
yeah,
so
she won't make an enemy out of Melody.
She's gonna force Drew to pick a side. She's gonna show Drew's cards. Who is he gonna choose, Melody or me?
Mallory is a number of the FAP lines, and
they don't know that
it's someone D already put up. I'm telling you. If one of these take themselves off, I really feel like D's only logical, just knowing D, knowing how she played Survivor in the challenge and what she's been saying till now, she's putting up Mallory. I'm telling you. And then if she wins the veto, she might not use it. She might just try and get one of Taylor home.
But that's the real kicker. Like, who's playing the Who's playing the veto, and then who wins, and what are they doing? Are they keeping it or the same, or are they using it, and who are they using it? Like, if Yash plays, I feel like if Yash plays, D's gonna convince him not to use it, but she already used his bribe, so she can't bribe him again. So he'll use it on Taylor. So okay, so good.
Should.
Yash plays, he uses it on Taylor. And then Barrett plays, he uses it on Drew. Melody plays, she uses it on Drew. Mallory plays, she uses it on Drew. So 3 people is gonna use it on Drew. 1 person is gonna use it on Taylor. But if Haley wins it, she's keeping it the same.
Yeah. No, she's gonna use it on Lala. She's gonna use it on Lala.
That would be the upset thing. Imagine that.
All right, well, that's it for Sunday's Week 7 HOH and nominations for BB28. Again, if you like videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe. I really need you guys to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Let me know any feedback. I'm open to it. I'd love to know. And I'll see you guys next week. Good night. And Dexter, what do we say?
Love one another.
One another.